I'm Eliza, and this is Moving Pictures. Today we'll be running through the movies coming to theaters in the next month. Here is the list for September of 2018. If you would like to know more about any of these films, you can find the full trailer in the description below. The Nun. Side note, every once in a while, films get moved around. This is one of those times. This film was originally slated to come out in July, though it was later moved to September. The next chapter in the Conjuring universe, a priest and his novitiate, almost ready to take her final vows, are sent to investigate the death of a nun. They arrive under orders of the Vatican in Romania, and are met with a creature talking in the form of a demonic nun. Will they be strong enough to overcome this evil? Starring Thaisa Farmiga, Bonnie Aarons, and Charlotte Hope. Winter Ridge. Sometimes life events compound together, piling up almost as if the world wants to see just how much a person can take. A young detective finds himself in a situation that threatens to break him as his wife falls into a coma. His work is demanding he focus there instead, as other lives hang in the balance. You see, he's also hunting a serial killer who must be stopped. Starring Matt Hookings, Olwen Catherine Kelly, and Hannah Waddingham. The Predator. The predator race has left Earth alone for some time, probably having fun hunting other more dangerous species across the galaxies. A young boy accidentally gains their attention, though, and triggers the arrival of these vicious creatures who live to kill. These lethal beings must be held off or they may end the human race. It's up to a group of ex-soldiers and a science teacher with a salty disposition to save us all. Is it all right if I root for the Predators? I'm gonna root for the Predators anyway. Starring Yvonne Strahovski, Olivia Munn, and Jacob Tremblay. A Simple Favor. Directed by Paul Feig, Stephanie, played by Anna Kendrick, is a blogger who's focused on motherhood and family life. Her best friend, Emily, played by Blake Lively, has disappeared. Stephanie is going to step out of her comfort zone and try to find her friend. She has to find the truth behind just where Emily has gone. Also starring Henry Golding and Linda Cardellini. The House with a Clock in Its Walls. Based on the children's novel of the same name, prepare for magic and mystery as Jack Black and Kate Blanchett show us just how a house ended up with a clock in its walls. Orphaned at a young age, Louis Barnevelt, played by Owen Vaccaro, is taken in by his uncle Jonathan, who just so happens to be a powerful warlock. His companion, Mrs. Zimmerman, seems to have some abilities herself. There's a ticking inside the walls of Owen's new home, a ticking that seems to mean impending doom. After all, this clock has the power to end the world. This fantasy, horror, mystery, sci-fi, thriller, fantasy film, yes, check its IMDb profile, it's all of those things, is directed by Eli Roth. Night School. It's important for you to try and see things through to the end, especially high school. This group apparently decided not to get their high school diploma, but better late than never, I suppose. These troublemakers must attend night school in order to prepare for their GED exam, or General Education Diploma, the basic equivalent of what they missed getting the first time around. Kids, stay in school. Starring Kevin Hart, Tiffany Haddish, and Keith David. Smallfoot. Cryptids are everywhere. Jersey Devil, Spring-Heeled Jack, Bigfoot, Yeti. These creatures have been seen and reported, but no concrete proof has ever been found. Starring Zendaya, Channing Tatum, and Gina Rodriguez, a young cryptid hunter is determined to prove that a specific species really does exist. Humans are such elusive creatures, but he'll find them, come heck, because this is a family film, or high water. Oh, and by the way, this young mystery seeker just so happens to be a Yeti. And here are some Netflix original films coming to the platform this month. Sierra Burgess is a loser. It's been a while since we've seen a Cyrano de Bergerac redo of sorts. Roxanne with Steve Martin and Daryl Hannah comes to mind, though I'm not sure if there's been more recent comparisons. In this version of the tale, Sierra, played by Shannon Purser, isn't part of the in crowd at high school. She's not popular, not whatever qualifies as high school pretty. She walks to the beat of her own drum. In a situation of mistaken identity, an unexpected romance is on the horizon, but some confusion needs to be cleared up a bit. Teaming up with one of the popular girls, Sierra will find a way to win the heart of her crush. Also starring Christine Froseth and Noah Centineo. The Angel. Taking place in Egypt, this is the true story of the life of Ashraf Marwan, the son-in-law of the Egyptian president from 1956 to 1970, Gamal Abdel Nasser. Ashraf was also a special advisor as well as a confidant to a president to come, Anwar Sadat. The truth of the matter was that Ashraf was also working for the Israeli intelligence, a very precious asset and spy for the Israeli government. Starring Toby Cabell, Marwan Kenzari, and Hannah Ware, this film is based on the best-selling book, The Angel, the Egyptian Spy Who Saved Israel, written by Uri Bar Joseph. Nappily Ever After. It's so wonderful when things fall into place so nicely, such as having a high-powered job, a doctor boyfriend, a flawless existence that appears perfect. Though with the good, unfortunately the bad may decide to poke its head into the mix. Life-changing events come all the time, and Violet Jones, with her seemingly perfect life, is about to experience just that when she realizes this charmed life may not be what she wanted for herself. Starring Sanaa Lathan as Violet, along with Tracy Bing and Jared LaBeouf. Hold the Dark. There are still parts of this world that seem closed off, almost inaccessible. One of those places is the state of Alaska, which isn't known as the last frontier for nothing. A retired naturalist named Russell Core agrees to venture to the north of this unforgiving land, taking himself to the edge of what could be called civilization. Why? A young mother, desperate for answers, has asked him for his help. Her son was unfortunately killed by wolves, and she needs his wolf expertise. He will help her track them down, and through the journey, Russell and the mother, Medora Sloan, find themselves drawn together while in the wilderness, for better or for worse. Possibly worse when Medora's husband returns home from war to discover his son dead and his wife on a hunt. Rage will threaten to take them all. Starring Jeffrey Wright, Riley Keough, and Alexander Skarsgård. Any films you're really looking forward to? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching Moving Pictures. Don't forget to leave a like. If you did, hit the bell for notifications for when we upload, and subscribe for more amazing content.